Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for mid-December 2023. We're going to jump right in here. You have this snake card and this gazelle card. So clearly it's a time for reinvention. The snake, eating its own tail, the Ouroboros, it represents reinventing yourself or making some sort of change in your life. It's almost like, it's kind of weird. I have like this word, this word that you are predicting something. And look, you have another snake card there. So there you go. It's weird. It's almost like I feel that you are predicting a change in, I would listen to that is what I feel like this reading is saying. Like, let's say that you feel that something is going to change in your career. Like maybe there's like a new trend, or maybe you see a trend in your career. I would really trust those things is what this is saying. Like if you feel like you need to reinvent yourself in your career or in your business because you're noticing some sort of change, I feel like this is saying, do it, basically. You are sensing correctly. You have this gazelle. And the gazelle is about like sensing danger or knowing when to kind of leap, right? And so I feel that for a lot of you. And look, you have this trust card and this fulfillment card coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I really feel this reading is saying you need to trust yourself because that will lead to fulfillment, or that will create more fulfillment in your life. And yeah, that's what I would be doing. You have the Four Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands here. The Four Cups can be a card of like disappointments. Really, the card of contemplation and apathy. Is a card of like thinking that things are going to go a certain way, trying to manifest something, but not being able to manifest it. So, I do feel like some of you have experienced disappointments in the recent past, or, you've gone through a period of disappointments, but clearly that is about to change. So, there you go. You have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a card of success. He can represent a success or abundance coming in for you. He also kind of represents permanent energy to me. So if you want love, for example, there definitely could be, love coming in here. And you have earth and fire stand out to me. You have a little bit of water here as well. It could be any sign. General reading. I'm pretty sure you showed up in Cancer's reading as well. I think it was Cancer. So if you want love, could be Cancer, could be any sign, general reading. But I do feel like this could be a new person, or it's like they're showing up as the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I think they're one person, right? But they're just showing up as two energies. So if you want love, there you go. Even if you don't want love, and even if you do, this could also be you improving your finances in some way, which I do think you could be doing here. You have the King of Wands, and again, King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive. You have the King and Queen of Wands here, and so to me, these two are divine counterparts. There definitely seems to be like a very solid connection coming in for you if you want love. If you don't want love, I would also say this is a solid connection, but, it could be like a business partner. It could also be just your connection to something that is going to be very fulfilling. And I think that the fire energy here is saying, it's almost like I get more of this energy of you charging towards something, really boldly moving towards something with a lot of confidence. And again, I want to stress that I feel that this is some sort of trend that you are intuitively picking up on, something that you're sensing in the energy. And I really feel, I would be like, if I were you, I would be meditating a little bit extra at this time. I would be, really taking some time to tap in, because it looks to me like it's almost as if, again, you're spotting something before it happens, but it's like something that you can take advantage of, something that will benefit you, like a trend, or, you're noticing some sort of change in your career. It's like you can get ahead of the energy almost, is what this reading is saying. I don't know, weird energy for sure, but I feel like it's a good thing. You have the Four Cups. You have this achievement card. Yes, there's, this is going to lead to an achievement. I'm telling you right now. Again, I've never had a reading like this, but that's really the sense that I get from it, is it's more intuitive. You do have the Queen of Cups here, which is very intuitive. You have that trust card, which I believe is trusting yourself. So, it's like whatever you're sensing, I would trust it. With the King of Pentacles here, you have this extremism card. I would be careful of extremism. Here's my thing, is that we have Neptune moving into Aries in 2026, like right at the beginning. And I know like we're not there yet, but it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, we're getting to the end of Neptune and Pisces. And, Neptune and Aries is extremism, on a very Chris's crappy astrology level, right? It is, I think we'll see a lot of extreme ideas. a lot of people going to extremes and things like that. And I think that as spiritual people, we should just be balanced and we should avoid the extremes, right? I think that there's, it's kind of going to be like a lot of hot-headed energy where we could see people have like public freakouts and stuff like that and then be embarrassed. So, it's like, and this could start now, I think we've already seen it. Will Smith, right? Well, I always make the joke, Will Smith clearly does not watch Minnow Tarot, because if he did, by the way, he would have avoided that whole thing. So, what I would say here, I would be careful of that type of energy. And I'd be careful of people who are hotheads as well. With the King of Wands, you have the speculation card. Yes, I think that you have your eye on a person here. I've said this to you before. You have your eye on a person. I feel like you've been wondering, would this person like me, or does this person like me, blah, blah, blah. And the answer is yes here, Scorpio. The other weird thing is I'm getting that if you're a Leo watching this that has a bunch of Scorpio in your chart, this is a big yes for you. So I don't know, just popped into my head randomly. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this hindrance card. It says, fate has blocked this path for you. Very frustrating, because I think this has happened to a lot of water signs, where it's like you think that you know that you need to be working on something and then it doesn't work, right? But I feel like this is about to change, is what this is saying. You have the serpent. It says, a sly and subtle approach is needed. You have 2 snakes already in this reading. Snakes kind of are guardians of portals as well. So some of you, it's like you're going to go through a transformation or a reinvention, but it's like I would keep things, to yourself at this time. So again, whatever this transformation is, and again, if you are, I'm telling you right now, if you're spotting some sort of trend in your career or in business, I would keep it to yourself for now. And then, reveal it later is what this is kind of saying to me. Because I feel like it's almost like this, noticing a trend or a change that needs to happen before anyone else. It's like a gift from the universe. So, I would kind of not tell anyone. You have the Queen of Wands, the Justice card, and the Five of Swords. I feel like you're very attractive at this time as well, if you are looking for love. So I would definitely get out there. There's clearly someone attracted to you. It could be, any sign, like I said. You have Capricorn here, fire, clearly, could be an earth sign. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I feel whatever it is, it's going to be a good person. And I think you're going to desire each other on a deep level because you have the King and Queen of Wands together here. I also feel that you are, again, she is trusting that sunflower. That sunflower points towards the sun. So she is kind of like attracted to something's glow because the sunflower is pointing towards the sun. And so something is standing out to you here. I can't get away from that in this reading. It's like that's like the only thing that's popping up in this reading. But I feel it's like critically important that you pay attention to it and also move towards it. The black cat here kind of represents the fact that she doesn't care what people think. Back in the day, during the times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky. And the whole point of the black cat on this card is that she doesn't care what people think. She just wants to have a black cat. So, for a lot of you, I feel you need to not worry about what people are going to think. You have the Justice card here. It is interesting because you have Justice and Judgment. Whenever I have a reading with Justice and Judgment showing up in a reading, it definitely says that you could be getting some karmic justice or literally legal justice. So if you're involved in something legal, I feel this could be karmic balance, or, you could be balancing something legal out here with this energy. With the Five of Swords is about taking a risk, and, it could be a separation though. So, we'll talk about that first. I do feel like some of you could be going through a separation right here, and there could be a judgment in your favor going in this direction. Five of Swords, outside of being a breakup or a conflict, Five of Swords to me can represent needing to take a risk, which I feel is true for water signs. I really feel water signs need to take the risk of, stepping into the unknown, basically answering the intuitive call, which is this right here, the Judgment card, like needing to answer your intuition, meaning your intuition is telling you, like, hey, this thing over here is interesting, like, a new trend or something for you, Scorpio, and exploring that new idea is going to lead to a lot of success. So let's see. With the Queen of Wands, you have a submission card. This is a card of escaping something. I do feel like you want to escape something. Again, it doesn't feel that dramatic to me, but, you see that bird, it's in a cage and the cage door is open. It says you're much more free than you realize. Like, you could easily set yourself free if you wanted to. And so that's what I would do here with this energy is, I would move towards, kind of like escaping a stuck situation. With the Justice card, you have this Domination card. Yeah, some of you could be leaving a person who tried to dominate the relationship or whatever. You could be looking for something that's more balanced. Obviously, I don't think that's for all of you. I do also feel, Scorpio, again, if you are noticing a trend, it is going to be something where I feel like you're going to come out on top. You are going to dominate, in industry or something like that. With the Five of Swords, you have this Decisions card. I don't know. I do feel like you need to be selfish going this way. Like, if you're trying to make a decision and you're having a hard time, I feel like you need to listen to your heart here. Going this way, 10 of Cups to the Judgment card. So, like, whatever your heart is telling you to do is what I would do if I were you. But there could be some sort of difficult decision. Like, this could be to, have a separation. It could be to leave a job that you've been at for a very long time. It could be any of that. Next in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says the answers you need are coming. There you go. You have this full moon card that says surrender to the divine. I think that part of surrendering to the divine is answering that intuitive call with the Judgment card. That's not really what Judgment represents, but intuitively, that's what I'm getting. Is I almost feel that your intuition is kind of like noticing something in your environment, like a trend. I don't know, it keeps popping into my head as a trend, but whatever, it could be anything. And I feel this is saying surrender to your intuition, like trust your intuition. I just threw that card. You have the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups, funny enough, I read her as you. I know a lot of readers read her as Cancer, and she absolutely could represent Cancer, but in the Golden Tarot, for example, she is Scorpio. So I always read her as Scorpio. I kind of feel like it's your energy anyway, and so whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength. She is also very intuitive, and so I really feel that it's time to trust that intuition of yours. You have the 10 of Cups. This is fortune after difficulty. I kind of also am hearing this is the breakthrough you needed. So if you're trying to grow in work or career, it seems to me like you're having a breakthrough, but it's like, the breakthrough you're getting is like a new understanding is what I'm getting off of this card, or something along those lines. I don't know. It's like some sort of new understanding is what I feel. Maybe you're understanding something in your career, which is, this whole trend thing, and it's helping you grow. So I see a lot of growth, and I feel like that's where the happiness is coming from. I just said to Cancer as well that I felt like all 3 water signs would have something about family. All 3 water signs have had something about family, and so I wasn't wrong. And what I would say is, it looks to me like whatever you are doing is benefiting your family. So you could literally be creating more happiness for the future of your family or something like that, but it feels good. You have the 3 of Pentacles here. 3 of Pentacles says teamwork makes a dream work. Like, whatever you're working on or whatever you do in life, I feel like working together with people is going to be very helpful for you, very beneficial. 3 of Pentacles says teamwork makes a dream work as well. So anything you can do to work together with other people would be amazing. I keep telling people, people always ask me, no, this does not have to cost money, right? To work with another person. This doesn't mean you have to hire a person or, pay for some group to join or something like that. I think for water signs, it's a really good time to just have an accountability partner. So it could just be a friend, a family member, a person who's close to you. But if you can find a person who also wants to be successful, maybe 2024, right? Having that person to just bounce ideas off of, so having someone to hold you accountable, having someone to make sure you're doing things. Again, I think it's an amazing time for water signs to have an accountability buddy, right? An accountability partner, a person who's just hey, are you getting your ass out of bed this morning? Are you going and doing work or what? Someone like that, right? With the Queen of Cups, you have this Fortune card. Yes, trust that intuition. Your intuition is leading you to great fortune, but you have to trust it. Also, the sun right here. There's a giant ass sun, so clearly I would trust that intuitive, that thing that is capturing your attention. Let's put it that way. With the 10 of Cups, you have this Lust card. Very lusty connection, for sure. I feel like you two are not going to be able to keep your hands off each other, these two right here. Could be a Cancer as well. This right here is Jupiter in Cancer, so it could be any sign, general reading, but, like I said, Earth, Fire, Cancer, whatever, who cares? I feel whatever it is, doesn't matter. I feel it's just a good connection, plain and simple. And again, that's half the battle, right? Finding a person who really wants to put the work in. With the 3 of Pentacles, you have this Caution card here. I would pay attention to everyone who wants your attention. It could be with the Queen of Wands and even the King of Wands. There could be a lot of people this year not just this month, but this year, 2020, going into 2024, that want your attention. That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like, as you get this success, I feel like you're going to have to be very picky and specific with your time, your effort, your energy, how much you give to people, and all that other stuff. And it's only because you only have so much to give, right? So, I'd make sure you're paying attention. Finally, in the area of the good stuff, you have this trust card and this fulfillment card. Trusting yourself is the thing that leads to fulfillment for you. It's very clear to me in this reading that that's what's going on here in this reading, is that trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting that inner voice is going to be the thing that leads to fulfillment for you, Scorpio. So love it. Definitely a lot of success here. You have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is about waking up to your purpose, or waking up to a new purpose or something new. And I feel really what you're waking up to is your intuition. Like we already said, you're waking up to this intuitive hit that you need to follow a trend or reinvent yourself or move in a new direction. And that's going to lead to a lot of success. I also get this feeling of you broadening your horizons. I was meditating the other day on all the signs. And I did a collaboration with Serious Joy TV, which will be coming out soon, by the way. And we did a collaboration on the new year. And, I kind of got this image for you, Scorpio. It's like, when you think about it, scorpions live under rocks, right? But it's almost like what I saw in my head is that there's a bunch of rocks, and you're going to different rocks. So instead of only living under one rock, I feel like you're going out and living under a bunch of rocks. And by doing this, you're broadening your horizons. I feel like you're entering into new environments and things like that. Why is this super important for you? I don't know. But really, I feel it's only for one reason. I feel that it's expanding your options in life. It's almost like you are exploring so that you can expand your options. I hope that makes sense. But doing that is going to lead to a lot of fulfillment, which is very clear to me here. You have that fulfillment card. You have the Seven of Cups, exploring your options right there. This is why I'm saying this to you, because you're exploring your options. You're opening up to new possibilities. You have the Hangman. The Hangman is also about seeing things from a new perspective. Pretty much, I think last week, or for the week of December, whatever last week was, I don't remember. Every single person had the Hangman. And I really feel that we're just being shown new perspectives on things, like, oh, you don't have to suffer in business. You can actually be successful, right? You don't have to sacrifice every waking moment for a relationship. There's actually another way to do it. The list goes on and on. So I feel like the Hangman is pointing out some sort of sacrifice in your life that you do not need to make. Or maybe it's not about not needing to make it, but just at the level that you're making it. I feel in all relationships, maybe there are certain sacrifices that we have to make. Maybe there are certain compromises that we have to make, right? But I feel like it's saying you don't have to give everything. You can do this in balance, and you can also find a person who's also willing to balance things out and also willing to compromise, or whatever the case may be. But this is a good thing. It's like you're waking up to it. With the Judgment card, you have this originality card. Yes, you are attracting an original idea right now. Something new, some sort of trend. It's going to be very successful. With the Seven of Cups, you have this Lost card. This is Saturn and Pisces. We have Saturn and Pisces right now. It's coming up in the good stuff. So again, if you have lost something, or something has walked away from you, or a person has walked away from you, or whatever, I feel like you're about to have a gain, not a loss. With the Hangman, you have this authority card here. You are going to be seen as an authority. Again, I really feel this caution card is saying, people are going to be paying attention to you and the things that you say and the things that you want in life. And, again, they could really be, I feel like you could find yourself having a lot of people coming at you, right? And even your first card here, we're pulling 5 main themes. You have this Mice card. It says discord among family or friends. I would be careful of people coming at you with their tiny little problems that don't matter. I don't know. I've had it happen in my own life, right? Where it's like I became successful and all of a sudden I had people coming at me, not family, but other people coming at me with their tiny little problems, trying to cause a problem. I don't know. I think it happens to people when they become successful. It's almost like, people don't want you to become, it's like, maybe it's not that they don't want you to become successful. I mean, there are toxic people like that, but I think it's more like they see you becoming successful and they don't want to lose you, so they start causing little problems. I would avoid that at all costs with this right here. You have this chain card. It says chain of events that will affect your life. Yes, things are, I really feel you're having a lot of those like serendipity moments where it's like you feel like a mistake happens, you go try to fix it, something else happens, and then boom, you wind up on an answer to something else that happened in your life. Like I see these crazy connections coming up, and I feel that is going to speed up. And it doesn't even have to be problems. It could be good things. It's like maybe you forget something at the store and you have to go back to the store, and then you meet the love of your life. Like, random weird stuff happening in your life. And I would pay attention to that, because sometimes I think when we pay attention to those moments, then we kind of attract more of those moments, which is a good thing. You're attracting more stuff you want. You have this August card, and you have this card that says spiritual guidance and protection from harm. So I feel like you are protected at this time. It is weird to me that everyone gets this protection stuff. It's kind of funny because, again, in that collaboration I just did with Spiritual Joy TV, which will be coming out soon, I said, Christopher basically asked me, what do I think of 2024? I said, buckle up. I think that we're going to start seeing a lot of crazy stuff, but not that we already haven't. But also, I think everybody gets these messages of protection, so you are protected. You have this bird perch card. It says waiting for news, package, or letter. I kind of do feel there's good news coming in for you here, just in general, so probably good news. And finally, you have the sunrise card. It says new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Are you kidding? The whole entire reading has been talking about this, so this is amazing. But this looks really, really good for you, Scorpio. I love this. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.